how many cherries are on a tree? Thanks for watching our cherry video a few days ago. I know there were a lot of questions, so we put together this question and answer. My name's Todd.
Yeah, I'm Jace. We're a couple of the brothers that manage the farm and the business.
So the first question, how many different kinds of cherries do you grow?
We grow 6 different varieties. As far as sweet cherries go, we grow Bings, Sweethearts, Lapins, and Regina. And then with tart cherries, we grow the Montmorency and the Balaton.
Yeah, the Montmorency were called pie cherries, and it's because that's what they mainly were made into.
Right, nowadays we use them mostly as dried cherries. We make cherry juice concentrate out of them.
And we save a few for the pies that are sold at the Red Barn. Second question, how long does a cherry tree live, and how long before you can harvest?
A tart cherry tree that we mechanically harvest with the shakers usually lives to be 25 years old.
How long before we harvest? You know, we're really targeting the diameter of the trunk. You know, we need about 3 inches, which happens about in the 5th or 6th year.
So the third question is, how do you know when a cherry is ripe?
Oh, that's a good question. I always like to just eat them.
Well, and I remember when we were kids, our dad would bring out a Coke can and put it on the shaker, and then we'd know if the cherries were as dark or darker than the Coke can, then we knew they were ripe.
Yeah, but nowadays we use what's called a refractometer. It measures the level of sugar in a juice. We target a level of 15 to 17 Brix. Brix is the measurement, or the unit of measurement for measuring that sugar level. So our next question is, how many cherries are on a tree?
There's a lot of different factors that go into that. So age of the tree is probably the first factor.
Yeah, pollination is another big factor as well. I mean, if it's raining during the time that the blossoms are on the tree and the bees can't get out and do their thing.
The final aspect of how many cherries are on a tree is probably the spring frost. In the springtime, when the temperatures get low and the blossoms or the buds are on the trees, then it can kill them. And depending on how cold it gets, some years are better than others. So our next question is, how long does it take to pick a cherry tree?
Well, back in the days when they picked them by hand, then one person could pick 3 to 4 trees a day. And now we target between 4 and 5 trees a minute. So our last question is, how do you keep the birds from eating the cherries?
If someone out there has the answer, we'd love to hear it. I don't know that there's a really great way to keep the birds from eating the cherries.
What we found works best is just try to grow enough cherries for the birds and enough cherries for us as well.
Thanks for all of your questions. We really appreciate it. We hope you enjoyed this video. And
keep those questions coming though. I mean, if you got a question, put it in the comments, direct message those to us. We'd love to answer them again. We'll do another Q&A on another day.
Yep, thanks for watching.
Thank you.